Last time on the story series, we responded to assisting Director Hugh of the Borg Cooperative after he responded to help the Aetherians. Only we discovered the true origin and plans for our so-called allies. The Aetherians are assimilated Iconians from their own reality, their goal a heinous merger of assimilation and Iconia's desire to unify all under their guiding hand. We made our escape, but needless to say the Aetherians have been added to our mounting Borg problems. We're on course for the Alpha Quadrant when we get a hail from an old friend.
This is Captain Parr of the Tzenkethi Coalition. I am reaching out to the Titemer Alliance to request your assistance. My crew and I have detected Tzenkethi rebel activity in the 13 SETI system and suspect a nefarious plan is underway. Upon tracking this activity, my vessel, the Steadfast, detected the presence of a highly concentrated protomatter signature. Given the system is not far from the Lucari homeworld, I believe we might be dealing with stolen goods. We cannot let these renegades misuse the protomatter. I will contact the Lucari and request that we meet in 13 SETI. Your involvement here would be appreciated. Many find it hard to trust us in Tzenkethi, but I am confident we can work together and retrieve the protomatter before things get out of hand. The path of atonement is not easy, but its challenges are welcome. It is the only way forward.
The Tzenkethi recently waged a campaign against us while chasing down the destruction of the Dranzuli, or the Herc, over a year ago. Since then, however, the Tzenkethi have been working alongside us and abiding by less destructive methods of curtailing this ancient foe of theirs. During these events, they also began to use Protomatter to wipe out the infestations at the cost of all life on the planet, a substance that the Lucari manage with far more caution. On our way to the 13 SETI system, we can reflect on recent events. After our discoveries and report back to Starfleet Command, the Khitomer Alliance called in a meeting of its leaders to discuss the Aetherian duplicity. The Klingon Empire is dealing with a rise in rebel activity, occupying its attention. The Romulan Republic is concerned with the theft of advanced technologies and the mounting black market trades as it finds its way into malefactors' hands. While the Federation is focused on the Aetherians themselves and tracking them down, but the Alliance would say at the expense of other issues. And all three are constantly being attacked and distracted by the Borg from various factions, no doubt being guided by the Aetherians to keep us off balance. Chairman Cassenta arrived to quell the dissent and find a common path, revealing that the Khitomer Alliance had privately had suspicions about the Aetherians for some time, their battle-weary mindset already disbelieving of the offers that sounded too good to be true. Starfleet Science is working on a way to undo the fusion process, the Aetherians' version of genetic assimilation, but it's all just theory at this time. There's also the inclusion of this chimerical specimen we encountered, an unknown variable added to the mix, and in the background too there is the missing Kida shard, a piece of the Devil's Heart that some alternate universe Iconians reported stolen and mounting unexplained ship malfunctions, like the one the Armiger experienced recently. Overall, the Alliance is spinning too many plates, and it seems the Aetherians are expertly prodding each member with different crises to weaken us while they build their strength. This all feels very familiar, and something straight out of the build-up of the Iconian War. Which makes sense, I guess. The 13 SETI system is mostly uninhabited, and it's in the Alpha Quadrant near to the Aetherian Cardassian space. It has historically been seen as a neutral meeting ground for negotiations and has a significant tactical value for both Cardassia and the Federation, at least during the Dominion War. Since then, there are often clandestine meetings and operations being hosted here, as the system is used as a staging grounds for numerous interstellar powers' affairs. On a lighter note, space whales or Gormanganders are frequently encountered here, so we might get lucky. Although bad luck's more par for the course. Speaking of pars.
I thank you for answering the CSS Steadfast's call for assistance. Admiral Kamarke from the Nukari Concordium has joined me. With additional data provided by the Admiral, I confirm the preliminary scans taken earlier by my vessel match Nukari Protomatter with 80% accuracy. I suspect Tzenkethi rebels are keeping this Protomatter concealed somewhere in the system. It is imperative we stop them before they weaponize it. I cannot allow any more purges.
Captain Neff Pa was among the first Tzenkethi to express regret at the extreme usage of Protomatter to purge the Herc worlds, and has since embarked on the path of atonement, a Tzenkethi life path to directly undo and prevent the mistakes that led her here. Thanks for reaching out, Captain. You're doing the right thing.
It's good to see you, though I would have liked for this reunion to happen under better circumstances. I'm relieved we're receiving additional support. That Protomatter is quite important. It was a gift to the Aetherians.
Oh.
That's, of course, before we became aware of their Borg and Iconian biological composition, not to mention their seemingly nefarious plans. Captain Parr and I could use some help scanning the system for anomalies that might point to the Protomatter's location.
Naturally, as one of the leading experts in Protomatter, Admiral Kamarke is here too, making it one of the first joint missions in weeks. Before we start, how did the Tzenkethi get hold of the Protomatter if it was sent to the Aetherians?
It is unclear. What is clear, however, is that this rebel activity violates the peace agreement my people made with the Alliance. And you and I both know what happens when the Tzenkethi forces get their hands on Protomatter.
Admiral, no! Don't do this, sir!
No! We're not a threat! We're not...
Well, then we can answer those questions later. Let's not give them any more time with it.
Lead the way.
I've set up a sensor link. We'll be able to share any data we find.
I will not stand for a repeat of Eok Atosi Prime or Draconis 3. The list of genocides goes on.
Before we can intervene, like big Goram heroes, we need to actually locate the Tzenkethi rebels, as the area seems uncharacteristically quiet. We close in on the scanning points that Kamarke marked out and begin our sensor analysis.
Scans indicate slight elevations in cosmic neutrinos and small-scale quantum fluctuations.
Sensors reveal residual protomatters and space markers. Our thieves are likely nearby.
Right, so we've got matching residue to follow. They're definitely here. Possibly under some sort of cloak.
I'm detecting a biogenetic energy signature located within a nearby gravitic distortion.
That must be the protomatter. It pains me to think I was once allied with these war-mongering fools.
Biogenic energy is produced by protomatter, and a gravitic distortion suggests an unnatural source of gravity.
Passive sensor arrays are detecting an enormous gravimetric distortion close by. This does not align with typical Tzenkethi technology, nor does it align with the protomatter signature. Something else is at play here. Let's be careful.
Interesting. So we've got a large gravity signature indicating something's here that we cannot see, and it's probably large with the protomatter inside it. The Tzenkethi have had cloaking tech for a while, but I'm just saying. Starfleet's tested its sensors against Romulans for years, and their devices are the best out there.
A Tzenkethi satellite has decloaked in the distance. Approach with caution. Shields up.
They've realised we've detected them.
Alliance trespassers, you will be obliterated like the vermin you are. Flee now, or walk the path of death.
I have Iconians to deal with. Shut up. 3 Shukdin frigates also decloak and join the defence satellite, but they are no match for the Armiger, Steadfast and Raskava.
We need to scan the satellite to identify what type of Tzenkethi technology we're up against.
doesn't look large enough to be producing the kind of gravitic readings we're seeing here, and there's still no sign of the Protomatter.
A weapons platform! This satellite is armed!
Then let's de-arm it.
A cloaked Tzenkethi space station? As far as I'm aware, that's unheard of.
But there's the source of our gravity well.
We'll need to deactivate these satellites to get to the space station.
I see. Now the satellites are decloaked, they're able to provide an impenetrable Tzenkethi shield. Well, good job the satellites aren't shielded.
We are being engaged by a decloaking Tzenkethi fleet! Battle stations!
So, the priority is to take out the fleet and then these defensive towers.
Satellite Alpha has been deactivated.
Well, that's one down, so now we make course for the next and repeat the process.
More Tzenkethi vessels incoming!
Tzenkethi traitor! You have abandoned Alliance Salsor!
Satellite Beta is down! Stand down, Ron! You are in violation of the Tzenkethi Alliance peace agreement!
Well, he doesn't appear to be listening. Perhaps he didn't hear us. Let's try knocking harder. The last shield emitter, however, is guarded by a larger Raspej battleship, which is more formidable a vessel than the previous defending fleet.
Good work! Satellite Gamma has been neutralized.
The altar condemns you, Nefpar the betrayer! We spit on your worthless peace agreement and its empty, meaningless words! Depart from this system immediately, or I shall personally see to the splitting of your yapping too!
We have 3 trash talk replies to give based on our career path. Engineers can express pride in the Kittimer Alliance levels of technology, which is true, the rigours of the last few years have leapfrogged innovation. We can scientifically point out that the Protomatter is not going to work in the way he hopes, or we can just turn the insult back on him. You couldn't split my EAF in 2 if you tried.
You fail to see the madness of your ways, Ron! You have been duped, brainwashed into following the path of carnage! You've lost sight of the Tzenkethi's original goal, eradicating enemy forces to protect our own. But you are indiscriminate in your targeting. You eradicate so many that there will be none left to protect.
You've grown soft, Par, and weak. Your ideal, your peace, it does not exist. There is only struggle and war. Those who do not prepare for such a reality will be the first to fall.
Well, if that's the way you want to do things, the full power to forward shields.
How did you acquire the Protomatter, Ron?
Wouldn't you like to know? Worthless sap!
Wouldn't you like to know we are wasting time with this worthless brute? He needs to give up the Protomatter so that we can help trace it back and hopefully find a path to the Aetherians. Without the shielding, the station itself is still heavily armoured, but after a few scans and test firings we isolate significant points in the structure that we can target to disrupt their systems. Sharing the intel among our small fleet, we coordinate our attacks and siege the station. It's a hardy beast and takes several minutes of continual fire to break through to the commander.
You win. This time.
And this could all have been avoided. We send across a demand that Ran ejects the illicit Protomatter sample into space so we can collect it, and after a minute, he complies.
The Protomatter has been ejected. Recommend scanning before pickup. It could be a trap.
Not a bad shout, Pa. It takes us a second to detect the Protomatter, but the container initially registers as the correct sample and quantity. This appears to be it.
This Protomatter has been corrupted. Its structure, though outwardly Lucari, has been modified to fit Aetherian technology we've previously encountered, with some Tzenkethi alterations as well. Essentially, it's been weaponized. Not only that, but this device has been injected with nanites whose origin matches the data provided to us by Cooperative Borg Leader Director Hugh. They are compatible with the specimen he mentioned in his report.
That chimera we saw? It seems the foretold problem for another day is approaching. So this protomatter has been extensively altered by the Aetherians.
We must destroy the Protomatter. Recall the events at Dranur. We cannot let this device fall into enemy hands.
I am not sure I agree. We could destroy it, it is definitely a problem, but it's a problem we don't fully understand, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I know how many horror stories start this way, but I think we need to study it further. There's just so much about the Aetherians we don't understand, and if their fingerprints are all over this protomatter, we might be able to learn something from it. After giving it some consideration, we choose to disagree with Nethpar.
I, for one, am of the opinion that we should study it. I know it's risky, but this could present us with invaluable data. Is this not why we explore the galaxy? Not only to protect other life forms, but to learn more about them. Ultimately, this protomatter is of Lucari origin, and it's up to us to safekeep it. Captain Parr, I promise you, we will do just that. We shall be more cautious with our gifts in the future. A repeat of the events on the Dranur colony will not happen on my watch.
That is true, and something I overlooked. The protomatter is Lucari in origin, so it's theirs to decide what to do with.
There may be a way to safely dismantle the device and recover the protomatter in order to purify it. However, it looks like the Rescava can't get a lock on it. Our phase discriminators were damaged in battle. Would you beam it over? I'll set up a containment field before you beam it aboard.
Roger that. Start your preparations. We'll beam it over to you when you're ready.
A Borg cube. It's locked onto the Protomatter device.
We cannot allow them to leave with the Protomatter.
Weapon systems malfunction. We're unable to remodulate our weapons to bypass the cube's shield.
Admiral, we must retaliate. Help! Get a lock on the Protomatter with our tractor beams. Now!
We'll do the same.
Shields are incurring significant damage. If they neutralize us, it's over.
Captain Parr, our tractor beams are giving in. We can't hold on for much longer.
Weapons are back online.
Divert power to shields. Stupid tug of war.
It's useless. The Borg cube has adapted.
Can we beam aboard and fight?
Too risky. Scans show thousands of cybernetic life forms aboard, including Trill and Tellarite Borg.
We're left with no choice. We must use the Protomatter against the Borg.
Absolutely not. This protomatter has been tampered with. It could be unstable.
It's the only way. We're out of time.
There must be another way.
It's now or never.
Damn. All right. A targeted Higgs boson pulse should trigger the protomatter reaction.
Our systems are split into too many directions. We're not going to win this one.
We need to get closer to the Borg cube to detonate the protomatter.
We don't have time to remodulate, we can't lessen our power on the tractor beam, and our shields need to remain at full power. Oh, cut engines! Target the protomatter capsule.
Destabilize the protomatter! Now!
Core shields failing.
It's being terraformed. What's happening to it?
They're disengaging.
That was disturbing.
What a shocking experience. Although I won't be returning with the protomatter today, my superiors will be relieved to know it's no longer in enemy hands, thanks to you. Retrieving it has been a priority mission for a while now, ever since we discovered the Aetherians' true intentions.
Glad to help, but I feel like we're leaving mostly empty-handed here.
It isn't over yet. We don't know the consequences of the transformation we have just witnessed.
Yeah, the particles splattered the cube and then began to modify it straight away. Are we looking at a simulated protomatter or something? Admiral, can you still trace it?
Already on it. The Lucari Concordium will share its findings with Alliance Command, and its allies. Count on us to keep you informed.
Thank you. We just don't know enough. Good luck.
And to you both. You're right, Captain Parr. What we saw was alarming and awe-inspiring in equal measure. To my knowledge, no one has ever terraformed a Borg cube before, if that's even what happened. For now, I've been assigned another priority mission, but let's stay in touch. This doesn't bode well.
Yeah, completely agreed. I wish we'd been able to study it further.
I will notify Alliance Command of our success. In particular, the neutralization of Tzenkethi rebels in 13 Ceti, and the elimination of Protomatter-related threats. This does not, of course, include the strange monstrosity we witnessed today. I will reach out when I know more. I am thankful that Protomatter no longer lies in the hands of the Tzenkethi or the Borg. You saw what happened to any innocent life that had even minimal contact with the Dransuli. Your actions today were brave and principled, and I look forward to our next encounter.
Parr is more concerned with not repeating the past than dealing with the present, but the Aetherian threat is one that echoes the horrors of the Iconian War and dredges up buried wartime sentiments. The Alliance is also floundering in the dark, and it seems that this timely arrival of a Borg cube was to help the Aetherians keep a lid on their plans, which makes losing out on a Protomatter an even bigger blow. Nevertheless, we have sensor data and a glimpse at something new, which is more than we had yesterday. A while after we've departed the system, we receive an unexpected hail from Neth Parr, who sends us some observations that the Rebel Tzenkethi station has been overtaken by the same growth we saw on the cube.
Thank you for your assistance today. I made a vow to Alliance forces and to myself that I would help save as many lives as possible after Tzenkethi forces decimated entire worlds in an effort to eradicate the Dransuli. This vow is one I intend to keep. Admiral Kumarte and I are tracking the Protomatter. You will be notified should we come across further suspicious activity or new information. These Aetherians seem to walk the path of destruction. If they knowingly supplied warfaring Tzenkethi with weaponized Protomatter, then they are both dangerous and provocative. I am sure you also noticed the strange fungal creep that overtook the Tzenkethi space station as we departed 13 Ceti. Whatever this is, it is spreading. Until our paths merge once more. Parr out.
And with that, this mission is at a close. Sorry it took a while to cover. I have recently moved studio and all of this unfolded around the same couple of weeks, so I'm working through the catch-up. But thanks for watching this part of the ongoing Star Trek Online story series. I've been Rick, and until the next one, thanks again, and goodbye.